You can diet for a week, you can starve yourself for a month, and you can lose weight fast. But if you've been fat your entire life, you already know the truth. The problem isn't losing weight. The problem is keeping it off. When you've been overweight for years, your body doesn't see fat as the enemy. It sees fat as safety, as storage, as normal. So every shortcut you take, your body fights back harder. That's why crash diets fail, that's why motivation fades, and that's why most people regain everything they lose. Fat loss for you isn't a challenge, it's a system reset. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Thinking fat loss is about cardio and sweating more. It's not. Fat loss starts with muscle. If you've been fat your whole life, chances are you don't have much muscle, and muscle is what keeps fat off. Not willpower, not discipline, muscle. Muscle raises your metabolism, changes how your body handles food, improves insulin sensitivity, and tells your body, we need energy, not storage. Without muscle, every calorie you eat has only one place to go: fat. That's why lifting weights is non-negotiable. Not for aesthetics, not to look jacked, but to change how your body works. You don't need fancy programs and you don't need to train every day. You need consistency. 3 days a week is enough. Focus on big movements: squats, pushes, pulls, and hip hinges. Train your full body, control your reps, and apply progressive overload. Add 1 rep, add a little weight, or improve your form. That's it. And here's the part most people miss. Lifting weights doesn't just burn calories. It teaches your body to burn fat even when you're resting. That's the difference between temporary weight loss and permanent change. Now let's talk about cardio. Cardio is not evil, but it's not the foundation either. If you rely only on cardio, you'll lose weight, but you'll also lose muscle, energy, and motivation. Then your metabolism slows, hunger increases, and the fat comes back faster than before. Cardio should support fat loss, not replace strength training. Walking is underrated. Daily walking keeps your metabolism active without stressing your nervous system, controls blood sugar, and improves recovery. If you want harder cardio, do it smart. Short sessions, 2 to 3 times a week. Cycling, incline walking, or rowing are more than enough. You don't need to destroy yourself. You need to be able to show up again tomorrow. Now nutrition, because this is where most people who've been fat their whole life sabotage themselves. You think you need to eat as little as possible. You don't. Eating too little slows fat loss, increases cravings, messes with hormones, and eventually makes you quit. Fat loss requires a calorie deficit, but a controlled one. Protein comes first. Protein protects muscle, keeps you full, and stabilizes blood sugar. Aim to hit your protein target every day, not perfection. Carbs are not the enemy. Carbs fuel training, improve performance, and reduce stress hormones. The problem isn't carbs, it's uncontrolled eating. Fats matter too. They support hormones and help your body feel satisfied. Eat real food most of the time, not because it's clean, but because it's predictable. When food is predictable, progress is predictable. And no, you don't need to cut everything you enjoy. You need structure. One bad meal doesn't ruin fat loss. Quitting does. Now sleep. This is the silent fat loss killer. If you sleep 5 to 6 hours, your body fights fat loss. Hunger hormones increase, testosterone drops, and cortisol rises. You'll crave sugar, feel tired, and rely on willpower instead of biology. Sleep is when fat loss actually locks in. Recovery happens, hormones reset, and muscle repairs. If you want your body to change, stop treating sleep like it's optional. 7 to 8 hours, same time every night. No negotiation. Now the mindset shift. If you've been fat your entire life, you don't need motivation. You need identity change. You're not trying to lose fat. You're becoming someone who trains, eats with intention, and sleeps properly. Fat loss isn't something you do, it's something you practice. There will be weeks where the scale doesn't move, and that doesn't mean it's not working. Your body is learning, adapting, and rebuilding itself. Measure progress in strength, energy, how your clothes fit, and consistency. The goal isn't to be lean for a month. The goal is to never go back. Fat loss for someone who's been fat their whole life isn't fast, but it is permanent if done right. Lift weights, walk daily, eat enough protein, control calories, sleep like it matters, and repeat. Not perfectly, consistently. You don't need a new body, you need a new system. And once the system changes, the fat has nowhere to stay.